Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Avgo SMCI and Boeing. We're gonna start of course with Avgo here on the all-time history where we are looking of course at the possible impulse, a very high impulse to the upside. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Currently we're still inside a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5 for this of course impulse, huge impulse towards the upside, which it might finish here a wave 1 or a wave A. Basically, inside this wave 5, if we dive a little bit deeper, we can see, of course, a potential 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here. Almost finished and can be, of course, not yet. We're going to see, of course, much more closer what's going on inside it on the 2 hours chart here. So on the 2 hours chart, as you can see, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. I believe, of course, I left everything here as it was because I wanted to show you the possibility how it has worked. Of course, we were looking here, and in the latest video, we were inside this zone. And I mentioned, of course, if we get higher here, if we break as confirmation for higher, if we break this level, 298, we might move for higher, right? But we were still estimating a potential ABC expanding flat. Now, it took the 1.23 and it went down, but later on it took the high and it moved down and it simply continued for higher. And that means, of course, the confirmation for higher has been taken here. And therefore, of course, we see all the things unfolding, of course, later on. It's not going to be, of course, directly, but of course, we see it with some retracement toward the upside. So before deleting everything, I just want to explain what happened. And therefore, we can call right now an extension for a wave 5 here to finish, of course, something as a wave 1, 2. Even let me check this 1, 2. No, this is for later. So wave 5 is getting extended. The 1, 2 is there right now. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is still unfolding. Okay. This is what happened because the wave 4 did not interfere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is 1, 2. And potentially again even 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Wow, it's a very extended one, guys. So yep, it's a very extended wave 5. We have several 1, 2s for Avgo here. You might have, of course, a leading diagonal, another 1, 2. So we have to put this there, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. You got another 1, 2. I'm gonna put this, by the way. Let's start to lay down this in the yellow. And yes, can be wave 4 and a 5, and only a wave 5 is expanding here. So you might be, I'm gonna remove this, I'm gonna keep it as leading diagonal, and this is your, of course, a blue scenario. Yeah. And then we have, of course, another 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here as a gray. I believe that this is your wave 3, might be, yes, unfolding towards the upside. And you're having here another double 1, 2 inside it, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So basically, I'm looking for a massive wave 3, 4, and a 5 here to finish wave 3, 4, and a 5. Again, wave 5, finally, wave 5, of course, in brackets, and wave 1. So yeah, these are the possibilities here, how it might be unfolding for Broadcom. Now, the next potential target, of course, for this scenario, if we are in a 1, 2 there, I'm expecting a 1.618 for a wave 3 here. Sorry, this one, wave 3 as an impulse. Yes. So these are my expectation for the next price. Might be the 1.618, the most common target, as $341. Yep, so these are the possibilities for right now for Avgo. Next, what do we have here is SMCI. Starting again, of course, on the all-time history to understand what do we have. So basically on the all-time history, you have a 1, 2, and currently you're working on a wave 3 toward the upside. Your wave 3 is a double 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3, 4 and a 5, 4 and a 5 to finish your wave 3, again 4 and a 5. So basically, this wave 4 in the white scenario here is far from the invalidation. Of course, we are very far from any kind of invalidation, despite the aggressive move towards the downside here, invalidation of bullish. You continue toward the upside, of course, impulsively here as a potential double 1 2 again. So you see a 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5, and another 1 2 and then 3 4 and a 5, of course, in the white scenario here. Inside it, of course, we can see the following price action here. We have, of course, as those double 1 2, or oh, okay, I consider it here as WX and a Y. Let me check. Well, no, I'm gonna keep as it is in the all-time history 1 2 here, and then looking for higher. It's a double 1 2 actually, much more potential. So it can be, of course, WX and a Y, but this is looking already as an impulse, much higher possibility, of course, that it is a 1 2. Therefore, after this, we are looking here after this scenario. We see, of course, a 1 2 and another 1 2 3 4 5. Obviously, we have finished our wave 5. Well, not perfectly in the blue box, but actually, I don't know why I put the blue box higher. It should be this one anyway. But anyway, it is a target 0.618 between the 1 to 1 and 0.618. And we move, of course, a lower for wave 4. Perfect hit in the blue box. We're looking for the wave 5 to unfold again towards higher prices. I'm going to put this in the blue. And in the blue scenario here, you would like, of course, to finish after it a wave 3 here. Yes, so your wave 3 in the blue scenario should be there actually. And then you have a 4 and a 5. And then to finish the wave 3 in the orange, 4 and a 5. You still have a lot, of course, for higher prices. So this one is hit. I would say we can call this as an impulse. Yes, definitely. You can call this as impulsive wave A, B, and a C. So is it possible that we're still looking for lower for SMCI, super microcomputer here? If this happens, be careful. You might, of course, get invalidation of bullish at this signal. Yeah, so we have to be careful. It is above the 0.618, which is a little bit dangerous. 37.75. If we dive deeper, meaning in a zigzag ABC, if we don't see, of course, continuation and we see kind of like correction and moving down, that is the 37.75 can be hit as a zigzag A, B, and a C. Very, of course, tricky. So be careful. It might turn into a big correction here. Yeah, probabilities goes into correction, but still, I doubt it. Yeah. Now, what is the probability of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leading diagonal? Well, let's check this. Of course, if the wave 5 is not longer, it can be a possibility. It can be. So let's check wave 5 as diagonal. Well, yes, it can be a possibility. So we have to keep it in mind. It can be, of course, a possible one single wave 1 here formation, meaning it can be, of course, a 1 2, well, 1 2, or even one WX and a Y 1 2 here, and another bigger 1 2, and then moving toward the upside. And that's why you might be looking at a zigzag here. So you have to be careful, of course. Again, if we don't see, of course, continuation for higher 1 2 3 4 5 and 3 ways down continuation, well, this can be your signal. Let me check the 15-minute chart. No signal yet for any kind of bullish, so be careful. It can be, of course, a corrective wave. I don't see an impulse unfolding toward the upside. All right, so those are the possibilities. Now, if in case we are looking for this wave 5, let's say we continue bullish with the wave 5, you might see, of course, this following target in this blue zone. All right, $90, $78. All right. Yep, so that was it for SMCI. Let's see the next one, which is, what do we have today? Boeing, yes. So for Boeing, on the weekly, of course, the all-time history, Boeing is also very impulsive. We have already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 1 or wave A. You have wave 2 or wave B. Continuation impulsively toward the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to finish your wave 3 here. However, your wave 4 here, very interesting. Your wave 4 barely touched, of course, the zone 1, because your zone 1 starts there, A, B, and a C. Now, it is a very, very strong wick. And the wicks sometimes, well, yeah, doesn't really give the invalidation 100%. So, and that because, of course, I see a triangle after it. And that means, of course, the wave 4 is still very valid, despite that the wick has barely touched, of course, the zone 1 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Therefore, I'm still looking for higher. Now, I see already a finished A, B, C, D, and a E. I see it finished. Therefore, the possibility to move for higher can be very, very likely. And we see here, of course, on the daily, a potential impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a wave 1 can be finished there. Looking for wave 2 and a 3, of course, toward the upside. If we dive inside this wave 1 to see if the things are unfolding or finished or not yet. So yes, I think it is finished here. We have a 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 3, wave 4, obviously double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 4, 5, of course, to finish a wave 1 over there. So I would say yes, the probability for a wave 1 here can be done and finished. However, very important to mention that the things also are not 100% sure. Why? Because, sorry, this should be higher, 4 and a 5. Because I still see here, if we dive a little bit deeper, you can see, of course, this is a corrective wave and not impulsive. And that means, of course, something else might be unfolding here, which can be, of course, an extended wave 5. Or, okay, 4 and a 5, guys. So yes, basically this, I know that it looks like an impulse, but actually it looks like 3 ways, and you get some kind of invalidation. It looks like a expanding diagonal, by the way. This is a problem. It's an A, B, and a C here, right? So A, B, and a C for a deeper wave 4. Sorry for the noise. And then we have, of course, wave 4 here, that it might be, of course, unfolding down there. Right, so we have wave 5, wave 5, wave 1. Okay, so yep, we have basically here a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, so an extended wave 5 here. I think this target has to be, of course, in precision and a little bit here based on the wave 1. Yes, here we go. Yep. So we're very, very close to the target, I would say. And if you want to have much more higher precision, because we are in a wave 5 of 3 here we go. This is our target. Blue zone in general, much more precision between this area. Okay, this is my target. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, to finish a wave 1 and then proceeding with a wave 2 towards lower prices. Yep, so that was it for Avgo, SMCI, and Boeing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.